Coach Josh here. I'm going to talk about the third shot drop and a little bit of form. This is one of the hardest shots in the sport. It is a feel. So understand, once you kind of get the feeling down, it's going to be a lot easier, okay? I am trying to keep it low in the kitchen if possible. But remember the third shot drop, when I serve, this person returns, I'm looking to put it into the kitchen here, and it allows me to move forward, okay? We're looking for a ball that's kind of generally below the net, so it allows me to move in. When we hit good third shot drops, it's just really hard to attack. So it's a really effective shot to kind of score points, okay? A really high probability play. Couple ways I like to teach this as well, kind of with a third shot drop, is one, we want to make sure our paddle is out in front of our body, okay? We're not catching it a little bit too deep, and that's going to be easier for us to kind of pop up, okay? I do want my wrist out in front, and I just want to make sure I am catching the ball on the down slope, okay? So some people like to go too early where we're hitting and going forward. So I like to kind of think is when it's coming on the down slope, so then I can kind of push, okay? One way that kind of helps a little bit if we struggle a lot with kind of form, I like to kind of have an open paddle face, so I like to tilt my paddle a little bit to the right, and this is more of kind of like a push drop or like a slice drop. It's really easy to repeat this motion. This is why I like to teach this, or I like to help people kind of get started with a third if they're having trouble putting it in the kitchen, okay? I like to have my paddle out front here, and I slightly just open this, and then it makes it really easy to repeat. I don't need a lot of stuff going on my backswing. I'm just here, and I'm just kind of pushing through the ball, okay? Another good term that helps a lot of my students is I like to tell them to kind of think about kind of pushing up on the ball. You do need a little bit of height, so the ball will start to drop at their feet. So it's okay to kind of push up a little bit, and then we can always adjust our angle. So, and what I mean by that is if my ball's if it's like popping up and it's attackable, my angle's too open. So I just need to close it just a little bit, okay? So when I'm doing this, I'm just kind of pushing, easy repeat. So if I'm going here, going cross court, it's really easy to repeat. I'm just here and I'm pushing with a slightly open angle paddle, okay? Coming this way. Just really easy to kind of repeat motion, okay? Now if we want a little bit more of a top spin, this one's a little bit harder and involves a little bit more of the wrist. Something that's going to be a little bit easier, you can kind of have your continental grip here, and all you're going to do is tilt it a little bit to the left, and that's going to add a little bit more of an arcing shot that's going to dip down towards their feet, okay? You do want to have a little bit of wrist, like you're going to your ear a little bit, but if we struggle a little bit, you can just kind of push with that angle a little bit to your left, okay? And this will be more of your Western grip. So I'm going to tilt this paddle to my left, and now that's going to add a little bit more of a top spin. So it's going to hit its peak height, and it's going to drop a little bit. So I'm going to go again, right? And you see at the end there, it kind of dips a little bit.